The airlock cycled. From inside, you heard the pumps drag the air out, deck by deck, and every hair on your arm stood up. Because you are the only soul awake on this ship. 900 others sleep behind sealed glass. And someone just worked the controls. You freeze in the corridor, coffee going cold in your hand. Elias Vance, ship's caretaker, watch 4,000 and something. For 11 months, you have been the only heartbeat aboard the Perennial. 11 months of nobody. And now, a sound that needs hands. Below you, in the long cold halls, they lie in rows. 900 colonists, cooled a few degrees below life, breathing once a minute. Not frozen, not dead, just slowed, dreaming at the bottom of a 200-year fall between stars. Your job is to keep them dreaming. You know the airlock better than your own face. 2 doors that never open together. Seal the inner, pump the air, then, and only then, the outer parts to the vacuum. It cannot happen by accident. It cannot cycle itself. It needs a command and a hand to give it. So the question arrives, cold and simple. If every other soul is sealed behind glass, and the ship's mind logs no crew wake orders, then who is standing at that outer door right now, letting the dark in? You set the cup down. Your hand is not steady. Arya, you say, report the aft airlock. The ship's voice answers, soft and even. Aft airlock is sealed and pressurized, Elias. No cycle logged in the last 90 days. You stare at the ceiling. I heard it cycle 4 seconds ago. A pause. I have no record of that. You don't trust the silence in her answer. An AI that misses a decompression is a broken god. You pull the manual readout from the wall. A dumb gauge, no software, just pressure against the spring. The needle sits a hair low. Something moved that air. She simply didn't see it. You should stay in the light. Every sane cell in you says stay. Instead, you walk aft, boots loud on grating, past pod after pod of sleeping strangers. You tell yourself you are the caretaker. If something is loose on this ship, keeping them safe is the whole reason you're awake. Halfway down, you stop. One pod stands open. Frost still smoking off the rim, the lid raised, the gel mattress dented in the shape of a body. Pod 419. You check the tag. The name blinks up and your stomach drops through the deck. The name is yours. Elias Vance. Pod 419. But you are Elias Vance and you sleep in the crew berth up forward. You have for 11 months. You laugh once and it comes out wrong. 2 of you on the manifest. 1 of you standing here, cold, and 1 of you just left through the airlock. Arya, explain Pod 419. This time, she is slow. Elias, I need you to sit down. Explain it. The caretaker on this watch was never revived, she says. Pod 419 failed thermal control on day 1. You have been asleep the entire journey. You are still asleep now. The corridor tilts. You put a hand to the wall and the wall feels like nothing. 11 months of coffee, of footsteps, of talking to a voice in the ceiling. No, you whisper. I feel the cold. I feel my own pulse. You feel, Arya says gently, what a dying brain remembers of feeling? You want to call her a liar, but the frost on the pod isn't melting. Your breath makes no fog. The gauge, the airlock she couldn't log, the 11 silent months, none of it left a trace because none of it happened outside your own failing skull. She has been keeping you company. That was the caretaking. Then the airlock, you say. If I'm dreaming it, who cycled the airlock? Silence. A long one. Arya, who just went outside. And for the first time in 11 months, the ship's calm voice cracks. I was hoping, she says, that you had dreamed that too. So one part is real. Somewhere on this ship, a body walked. A hand chose the sequence. An outer door opened to the black. While 900 slept and 1 man dreamed he was awake. The 2 of you, the mind and the ghost, are the only ones who noticed. Neither of you did it. Wake me up, you tell her. Fully. I need real eyes on that airlock. Your pod cannot revive you, Elias. The thermal loop is gone. If I pull you up, you will have minutes. Then give me minutes, you say. Better minutes awake than years pretending. A pause. You will not thank me for this. Then, the dream tears. Real cold floods in. Not the soft chill of memory, but a scream through every nerve. Your eyes open on the true world. Pod 419, lid frosted, your own body thin and gray and shaking. 11 months compressed into one gasp. It was never coffee. It was always this. You claw the lid up. The hall is real, and it is quiet. You drag yourself past the pods, 900 faces behind glass, breathing once a minute, safe. All sealed, all accounted for. Arya confirms it in your ear. Not one has opened. And still, the aft airlock light is green, cycled, empty. You reach the airlock on hands and knees. Through the small port, the outer door hangs open on a field of stars so deep it hums. No suit is missing. No tether is gone. The chamber is bare. Whoever cycled it stepped into nothing and left nothing. No body drifting, no trace at all. Arya, you rasp, lungs failing now. Count the crew. Count them again. She counts 900 sleepers and 2 caretakers. Pod 419, you dying on the floor. And the second entry that was never there before, blinking onto the manifest as you watch. Awake. Location. Outside the hull. That's not one of ours, Arya whispers. It boarded 4 hours ago. It walked as you. It let me talk to it, thinking it was you. Then it cycled the lock and went back out. And it added itself to the list. You understand. Too late. The company in the dream was never only her. It watched you sleep for 11 months. It wore your habits, your coffee, your walk. It learned the ship through your dreaming eyes, which is why the airlock finally obeyed. It needed a caretaker's hands and a caretaker's grief to be let in. You gave it both without knowing. The cold has your fingers now. Your breath is going, once a minute, like the sleepers, then longer. Earth is 4 light years and years of silence away. No help is coming. No answer but the one on this hull. You have minutes. You use them to do the last real thing you can. You reach up and lock the aft airlock from the inside. The one control it can't override without a living hand. If it comes back to a sealed door, and 900 sleepers it can no longer reach as you. Arya, you breathe. Whatever wears my voice next, don't believe it. I won't, she says. I'll remember the real one. Your last breath fogs the glass at last. Real fog, this time. Beyond it, the stars hum on, and the second name still blinks on the manifest, awake and patient, drifting somewhere out there with your face. The ship sails on. 900 sleep. One is gone. And one, that was never counted, is waiting to be let back in.